How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bill, and today we are going to Raptor line the bed of the 2017 F150. I've been scuffing up the paint, sanding it down, going through. Here's some of the nice fresh paint that was never touched. A couple scratches from use. It took me a while to get this started. I sat here in the bed of this truck with the sander, just like hesitant to get started. And it's hard to take a sander to some paint that looks as good as this paint did until I got started. You saw the last video. I took the bedliner or the bedrug out, took the tonneau cover off, and I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to do the spray and liner myself or take it somewhere to get it done. But seeing as how everything's closed, I figure I'll go ahead and do it myself. Just about done. Where I was taking the Velcro out from the bedrug, there's a couple of spots that didn't come up great. So, got to get that adhesive off here. Finish sanding this up. Wipe everything down, see if there's any shiny spots left. Then start... Well, I already started. You can see taping everything down. One thing I didn't realize when I did use the Raptor liner is this stuff gets everywhere and overspray. You can't just wipe it up or anything too easily. So I am going to tape everything off on this truck to make sure that everything is protected before I start painting. All right, so it is the next day. I spent most of yesterday sanding things down, wiping it down. There's still some shiny spots, but as I wipe it down, I find more spots that need to be touched. Here, gone through taping things up, just putting some aluminum foil in the holes here to keep the screw holes open. I got 3/4 of the truck covered so far. I'm going to finish covering the last of it. This stuff, it gets everywhere. I don't know if you can see even on the garage door opener from the last time I did just the tracker. The interior of the tracker, it got all the way up there. So it gets in the air and it will fall, and wherever it falls leaves little black speckles all over the place. I also have to take care of the tailgate. I haven't even touched that yet, but I get this all sanded down and taped off and ready to paint as well. This tailgate's pretty much just like the rest of it was. It's a little chillier today than it was. These things are not quite as easy to pull off. Put a little heat on there. Comes up much easier. And now comes the hard part. Taking a sander to nice pretty paint. But it's got to be done. As you can see, there's some parts that are very easy to get to, and some spots, like these divots, that aren't quite as easy to get. So you're not with the sander. So I go through, get everything as best I can with the sander, wipe everything down. Like if I wipe down here, you can see I still got a lot of area in these divots to go. Then I'll hand sand those, wipe everything down again, and see if there's any spots that I've missed. Got all the dust wiped off. You see as it dries where the clear coat is definitely scuffed up and damaged, and where it's not. Got everything wiped down, degreased, wiped it down again with alcohol. We've got 5 bottles of Raptor liner. So it's supposed to fill it up to this line here with the hardener. which should be this fill line. Then we got a shake. Now, when I did the tracker and I did these pieces and the interior, I did it with a low air pressure, which made it come out thicker. I wanted to go a little thinner on here. Yeah, a little bit finer, not quite as rough for the bed liner. So I'm going to turn the air pressure up on here, and on the handle have it regulated here. So it's spraying at about 50. I'm going to see how that spray looks, and that looks good. So when I did the interior of the bed line or the tracker, I believe I did that at around 40. It was like 30 to 40. Giving that a bunch of good shakes. Stick this on. And twist it. Let's see what that looks like. I'll go a little bit higher than that actually. I like that. Well, let's see what happens. All right. That's what we got. That's what we're working with. So I might turn it up even just a hair more. All right, so and it's windy out here. I don't know, but got 2 bottles down. I still have 3 bottles left. Normally they sell the bed kits as 4 bottles, which is supposed to take care of a full-size bed. So I have 5 bottles here just to be safe, and it is a short bed, so I should have plenty. Looks like it's coating well. I see up underneath that ridge up there where I didn't get it very good, so I have to wait for this to dry and where I can climb up there again and get that. But for the most part, it's laying really well. Just shaking up the 3rd bottle here. And this stuff is stinky. I would definitely recommend a respirator if you can find one anywhere to use this. But I'll go ahead and get spraying with the rest. Whew, I gotta get out of this garage. It is stinky, but I had to bring the wow, I can't even talk. No, I need to bring I had to bring the tailgate in and get this garage door closed because the wind was just picking up crazy and it's blowing stuff all over here. Can't really see too much of it now. I got most of it off. This is still tacky, but it's not super wet, but still not trying to get things embedded into it. The bed is super wet still, and it was starting to blow the plastic into it. I leaned into it, so I think I'm just gonna have to keep this closed. I'm gonna have to stay out of here while that dries for a bit. I'm gonna open up the window, let this dry for a bit, and then we'll see where we're at. Maybe this wind will die down and get the door back open, but it's blowing like crazy outside right now, and I don't feel like picking leaves out of wet Raptor wet bed liner for hours. That is the one downside of doing this in here, because I need to keep the door open to get some air flowing, but then I don't have any way to keep the stuff clean in that case. And I do have the respirator, but yeah, it's pretty pungent in here right now. So it's been a little bit over 24 hours. Got 2 coats on here. let it dry. I'm peeling the plastic off now, peeling the tape and everything off. It turned out pretty good, I think. I was a little worried about it, but I think it turned out really good. Pulled the tape off here, off there, off the switch. That still had to pull the tape off up there and pull the foil out of the holes, but that worked well. I do have the tailgate. Now I know if I really wanted to have done it a little bit more professionally, I would have taken the hardware out and not sprayed over that. Same for the bed, but you know, for as much as I'm going to be accessing this hardware, let me find some, knock on wood, I think it'll be fine. It's not something that I'll need to open and close a lot of times, so I was fine with just spraying over it. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself and cause problems for me later down the road, now saying I'm going to have to pull that off of there or something. But I still have tape and glue and tape and plastic here on this. And I've seen people use like the stringless tape for this. It seems just regular painter's tape for the most part. It's good enough for the edge. You don't need to really pull it with the string to rip through there. Just sort of comes off and makes a good edge. Of course, now that I said that, it's gonna... I've got the cat out here giving me a hand, pulling the tape off. All this just goes back just as easily as it came off. So I have the back done, box links in, tie downs done. Same over here on this side. You climb up there, do the same in the front, pull that tape off, and we should be pretty much done. All right, so we have left, let's put the tailgate on. Put the wire in there. And like that. We have a completed bedliner. Everything closes. Everything latches. Opens okay. I think we have a success. I definitely was a bit worried about doing this on this truck. Like I said, doing it on the tractor or the old 96 F150 or anything like that didn't give me any hesitation, but taking a sander to the perfectly good paint here on this truck definitely had me a bit worried. Then starting to spray on here made me a bit worried, but I think it turned out really good, just as well as if I would have taken it somewhere. The only difference, like I said, I know they would have, if I would have taken it to Linex, was who I was going to go to, they would have taken the hardware out, sprayed it, and I mean, other than that, that's, I mean, personally, I don't know the difference between Linex and Raptor liner material. I'm sure somebody can let me know which one's better. down in the comments, but as far as I'm concerned, this will hold up. It's definitely better than the no bed liner. Definitely better than a drop-in bed liner. It's not as comfortable as the bedrug, but it's more permanent. It's less to deal with. I don't have to worry about any adhesive coming up, any Velcro coming undone, any dirt getting in underneath it. So it's done and done with, hopefully. I mean, unless I do something to ruin it or I did something wrong and it starts peeling up. So time will tell, but I think it turned out good. It looks a little discolored down there on the ground because that's how dusty my garage is, and getting up there and walking around on it, dirt does wipe up pretty easily right off of it. But yeah, some of it's dusty and some of it's wiped off. But yeah, that was doing a Raptor liner on the 2017 F150. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down works as well. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.